Well, it's been a little more than a month since historic flooding wiped out parts of Ellicott City. But now, weeks later, the National Weather Service releases the astonishing rainfall totals from that storm. WJZ is live along Main Street. Rick Ritter breaks it down and has more on the cleanup efforts. Rick?
Well, Denise, for weeks, many people have been wondering how much rain actually fell here in Ellicott City. The numbers, they are unbelievable to say the least. We're talking 1.5 inches of rain in just a 15-minute period. Now, 1 month later, this city still has a long way to go. For some, the flooding in May was like something out of a movie. But for those in Ellicott City,
deja vu is still very fresh in my mind.
On May 27th, businesses, homes, and people's livelihoods washed away for the second time in just 2 years. While the aftermath remains hard to take in, the rainfall totals released by the National Weather Service are jaw-dropping.
We saw 2 different rounds of intense rainfall in a very short period of time.
WJZ's Meg McNamara.
Actually, from 320 to 420, 2.6 inches of rain fell, and then from 5 to 6, an additional 2.8 inches.
Weeks later, the cleanup continues. Firefighters found the post of the iconic city clock that was washed away, and some business owners are far ahead of the game.
We want to make sure we get as much done as quickly as we can because, there is concerns that we could have this type of a rainfall again.
Others like Brenda France still in the same spot WJZ saw her days after the storm.
After the last flood, I said I can't go through this again, and here I am. I'm going through it again.
Struggling to rebuild and reliving that horrifying night inside her antique shop.
I called my husband and I said, I might not be home tonight, but I do hope I return home at some point.
Images she'll never forget.
And it was like waves at an ocean, and they were mean waves.
County Executive Alan Kittleman says the focus is not only on reviving this city, but making sure it's redesigned to last.
So we're going to have a better idea of how we can better mitigate and better plan to transform Ellicott City into a place that can be thriving for another 250 years.
And Kittleman is talking about those mitigation projects, some which were actually in the works before this storm came through, others which are long-term projects and could easily take a few more years. Denise.
All right, thank you, Rick. Now, just days ago, President Trump approved a disaster declaration in Maryland, which covers parts of Ellicott City damaged by the storm.